color just spoke to me. A parrot was in the face. New rat, they dose to me. Hilarious in the way. My too close to me. What class is taking my coat from me? I blast her with the dopest. She overdose on the dopamine. Locally, I be lowest keys. Overseas, I be ODB. I'm the one that turned the arch to gold like Mickey D. Them thunder thuns, they told me mobile buns. Them poppy seeds. The mini Connie mommy, all she say is me, no poppy seed. Harley can speak no English, but counting up the guap with ease. Yeah, baby, that's why I little baby, that's why I set all that singing, I'm back on dirty. Never leave the squad on God, I'm Michael Irvin. 2:30 a.m. she tryna freaking fraud. Can't live this life, you don't deserve it. I've been working your tribe, a hoe. Got me a whole tribe. The world with no but then find a song that I can down. Bad do what I say. Like my name was sign me out. Netflix her couch. Soon as I leave, sign me out. St. Louis up like we in the trees. Dark fried rice like Vietnamese. Keanu Reeves, rolling up wanna meet me. Girl, that cold make it popsicle. Outshine all these, no obstacle. Countryer than Kool-Aid and bags of hot pickle. She gon' keep up moving down to the spot. And baby, that's why yeah, baby, that's why I dog me, man. I wasn't too good at math, on God, I run with problem solvers. Hey, I'm a money harlot, $90, leave a falling. Tryna go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. Niggas Giannis. Bro, that's beyond me. Get on side me. I don't party. And my money Scotty. Toys, drive me. Harley. I say, fuck like I want go hit Marnie. Look just like Barney, man. I live it, you record it. Daytime, he performance. Nighttime, I'm foreign. No, got departed. Why she think she important? Hey, old time, you know I ain't getting enough. I like my boy. She 5, son. I'm tired, I'm way too big. I know you weak, baby, don't lie. I know you sleep. Hey, when I get home, I just want you already know I don't. Hey, what you doing with all that? I know you know what I mean. Got plenty. And plenty cash, life ain't nothing but a feat. I hope you know that I don't play cards around me. Sit behind this, I dog me. Hey, I wasn't too good at math, on God, I run with problem solvers. Hey, I'm a money harlot, $90, leave a falling. Tryna go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. Niggas Giannis. Hey, bro, that's beyond me. Get on side me. I don't party. And my money Scotty. Toys, drive me.
Ay, give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream, next to the team, yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My ring said to be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile to even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. It's the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. This your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Sometimes know it's true. We on the move. Aye. Yeah. Eyes on the money, I stay in my bag. Taking my city, it's put on the map. Hustle was harder, I had to adapt. They hate me, they love me, how funny is that? I step in the lights, it's getting them hype. Don't got them all, we just got a night. Yeah, that's the way that we live in this life. We stay going in. Tell me where I would've been if I took your advice. I bet that would've dropped the price. If they be trying to lock me down, well then they better read my rights. Ayy, no we don't play. What they gon' say? Radio K. Do this all day, tell them we straight. Ayy, ready whenever I been show. Y'all really know where y'all info. Yeah, they copy like tenfold. We on the field, we gotta survive. Walk through the door, need my award. I said we keep on scoring. Y'all just keep it score. Give me the chip, I need the championship. Wait, we got a dream, next to the team. Yeah, we can handle it. Wait, soon as I go and I step in arenas, they call me the champ. They know what it is, know what I do, know who I am, who don't understand. Yeah, that's overdue. My trophy say that's overdue. My brain said to be immortalized. Yeah, they know it's true. They couldn't walk a mile to even fit into my shoes. Still, I got a lot to prove, but for all that we've been through, this overdue. It's the anthem. Pull up and you know the team is strong. This your anthem. All my underdogs. Everybody get your hands up. Sometimes it's hard, but we made it through. We were struggling for a minute, so that winning overdue.
That'll break my rules. On front page, see you. Page 6, call me for the interview. But can you like afford my view? Only bad ones in my crew. And you know that I'll ride in two. Then plus me, plus you, plus you. Catch a flight for the weekend, and I was thinking Mallorca could be real cute. I was born kinda spoiled and rude, and there's not much that I can do. So, what's up? Better fix your face so step. Better get everything I want. And I know you're gonna really give it up, cause breaking news. You gon' make that noise. Breaking news. You gon' make that. Do you wanna ride? We can catch a flight. Anywhere tonight. Text me and I just might. Do you wanna ride? We can catch a flight. Come around tonight. Prove it and I just might. Do you wanna ride? We can catch a flight. Anywhere you like. Prove it and I just might. Do you wanna ride? We can catch a flight. Anywhere you like. Prove it and I just might. I'm doing my dance. Up in the I'm doing my dance. I'm doing my dance. I'm doing my dance. Up in this, I'm doing my. Up in this, I'm doing my dance. I'm doing my dance. Doing my. I'm doing my dance.
pull up with tens. One-on-one, never again. One-on-one. When get the cake in the butter, I count it like hustle the money all in. Rhyme in the town in the drop top coupe in the motor in the trunk, you can hear it. Hearing all about how they want me to lose, but I'm W, due for a win. From a dummy, you don't see how I'm coming, don't tip me, I'm right on the edge. Guinness is young and I been had to shoot out some money all under my bed. 2018 came a million, I made a career and they thought it'd be. I'm getting cold, my body cold, I barely get rest. One time told her pull up again. In the back of the Benz. I wanna put mirror 10 on the tent, I wanna see the reflection. I'm the best dressed at the Met. The way her dress, I know how to dress. Turn the drill to a flex. They stick at the check, I poke out my chest. I'm treating little bull like my pets. I know the young one of the catch. Got one-on-one ice on the jet. One-on-one pull up with tens. One-on-one never again. One-on-one. When get the cake in the butter, I count it like hustle the money all in. Rhyme in the town in the drop top coupe in the motor in the trunk, you can hear it. Hearing all about how they want me to lose, but I'm W, due for a win. One-on-one missing it up. One-on-one missing it in. One-on-one messing with kick. One-on-one and that's it. Come to the spot, I got one-on-one pieces and all of them cost me a grip. Come to the US. Good service, I'm ready to tip. You know when I'm hip, I don't got a trip. You know I ain't no liberty shrimp. We switching locations in the gym. She said she don't wanna say Gunna no more. She about to start calling me him. I'm him. I need you making it hot. The stakes is high, the prices is high. I'm about to fly to Dubai. I'm gone. Horse and boo, HB on the tie. I with the one-on-one ride. And cup and I let her slide. I come to get mine. Pop out on the beat like surprise. One-on-one pull up with tens. One-on-one never again. When get the cake in the butter, I count it like hustle the money all in. Rhyme in the town in the drop top coupe in the motor in the trunk, you can hear it. Hearing all about how they want me to lose, but I'm W, due for a win. Showing me the feel relaxed, it's like that therapeutic. She take that on call back so she won't think I need it. Made it out of the jungle, my ball ain't got no jumper. Rest in peace, my uncle. Never met, but I still love you. Remember that from way back, playing out there on the. That in the hood with that made my pillow. This ain't that what you looking at, and we didn't update the roster. You can tell it's a rich posture. Y'all gon' wanna spitting it proper. In school I was searching my locker. Who did your jury? It look like brass. One of your bro should have stopped you. It's your one and young Weezy, man, it too easy. Different for every season, showing me the feel relaxed, it's like that therapeutic. She take that on call back so she won't think I need it.
And as the Lakers entered the building, there was a fierce look in their eyes. That's the look of a team out to defend its home court. Welcome, folks, and what better way to celebrate the end of the week? And with the new season just underway, Richard, you can feel the excitement around the league.
It's one of my favorite times of the year, BA, and after all the hard work these guys put in during the offseason, now we get to see if it's paid off.
Here are the five for Philadelphia. We've got Kyle Lowry, George out there with Joel Embiid, and it's Yabusele in at the 4. Now here's Lowry. 6 to shoot. Pass to Grimes for 3, and that comes off the assist by Lowry.
A title-winning point guard, Kyle Lowry, making the right choice there.
Stay on him.
The 3 knocks down the long J.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's George. Here's Yabusele. 3-pointer Embiid. Offensive rebound over Vanderbilt. And the basket by Embiid.
Look, and he knows he has the green light. Embiid's kind of attitude in these moments just makes him even more lethal.
The 3 is up. And Los Angeles, another three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor.
Hey, you got him.
Lowry surveys the D.
Switch.
Down low. Here's Embiid.
Give me that.
Some solid defense from Hayes. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Yes, it's good. Give him 8 points now.
Executing the plan here early, still haven't missed a shot.
Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. George outside. Pass to Embiid. Puts it up from 12. And the shot falls short that time.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. For 3, George. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
Look, I know he wanted to answer with a 3 of his own, but you gotta play smarter. Play your game, not theirs.
James, that's good.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
76ers trail by 8. RJ, it's hard not to wonder what would have happened if the Lakers never traded for Russell Westbrook back in 2021.
Well, they would have had a traditional style of a team. They would have kept Kuzma, KCP, and their 2021 first-round pick. They also would have been able to sign Alex Caruso. They could have kept their championship core together.
Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. The 76ers, number 1.
The steals numbers only tell part of the story. This was a team that made trouble for every opponent with their incredible effort on the defensive end.
Now here's George. 23 points his last outing. Counted from distance.
You're capable of shooting 40% from deep for a season. Paul George is steady from downtown.
4-3. And Los Angeles, another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Lowry outside. Pass to Grimes. The 3. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Grimes has got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Fires for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. 17 points in the game.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Lowry outside. Pass to Grimes. There's the triple. It's Hayes with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 8. From deep. And another 3 for the Lakers.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the 3.
Now here's George. Here's Embiid. Can't cash it in from the high post.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick, and the conversation quickly turned to Embiid. Coach said we know he can be unstoppable, but we're hoping to slow him down just a little. Double teams might be a part of that, but I don't want to give away all of our tricks. So it sounds like Joel can expect a lot of defensive pressure tonight.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. '76ers trail by 17. Here's McCain. Pass to Grimes. looking to end the run. Sinks it from distance. Grimes has got 9. Grimes has gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Fires from deep. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
George, no good.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Three-pointer. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's McCain. He had 25 points in his last game. From the arc. George, no good.
The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Yep, count it.
Look, inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
From downtown, good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Here's Yabusele.
Come to me.
George, a screen on Vanderbilt. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Lakers lead by 23. From outside the arc. And again for 3. Man, he's really launching him from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
From behind the arc. Oh, nice shot by Grimes. Grimes has got 12 points.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully, that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Nails it from 3.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
George, a screen on Vanderbilt. Here's Yabusele. No made baskets yet. Pass to Embiid. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds now. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
Here's McCain. Here's Yabusele. Puts up a deep 3. LeBron with the rebound. A minute 29 left to play in the first. Connects again from distance.
Another 3 for him. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
Well, he's just pouring it on, and he's tied for the 5th most triples ever in a single game. Inside, Embiid. No good again that time.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Yep, that one goes.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
And here are the Sixers now. They couldn't put the pieces together last time out, losing to the Clippers.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Grimes. Off the mark there with a 3. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Over Hayes. The Sixers with another miss. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Jacks up a 3. Good! Another from 3.
It has been raining threes for him, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
He can't miss. They have to keep feeding him. How many more can he hit? George with the bucket.
And you got to appreciate the competitive fire on display. It's almost like George says, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for revenge.
Three-pointer. And again for three. Man, he's really launching him from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
And so it's Los Angeles, building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38 points at the end of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Well, the Sixers this summer signing Paul George to create a star trio, along with the great value signings around the edges, Philly is widely regarded as one of the league's most improved rosters. And guys, this team is poised to compete with the league's best. They have a big three, and they have a real chance now to win a championship.
No doubt about it. Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then there's Hayes. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. So it's Philadelphia now. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. And a moment to check out who the Los Angeles Lakers have coming up. On Sunday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors. And then on Wednesday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for their matchup with the Spurs, it's one that should be a fun contest.
Another one goes! Incredible!
I can't believe I'm saying this. He's now second in 60-point games all time.
Tapping into his full arsenal, night in, night out. Here's George. He hits the back iron and sinks it. George has got his third basket on the night right there.
Nice touch from the veteran wingman. George just understands when he should look to score.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Launches a three, buries it from three.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
So it's Philadelphia now, and at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them, and that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. And here's Oubre from the arc. Rebound by the Lakers. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And guys, those road games are never easy, but they had a solid strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, despite the challenges of being away from home, they were able to execute cleanly and look really fresh out there.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said, the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. And the 76ers making a change here. Lowry's checked in. Fires the three. Connects again from distance.
He just continues to rain it on them from downtown.
Hey, the way he's shooting, he has a good chance to join some elite names on the list of the most threes in a single game. Pass to Drummond. Here's McCain. No points so far. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. Let's go with a three. Rebounded by the Lakers. Hayes has got 6 rebounds in the game. Takes a three. Oh, connects again. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
George, a deep three. Philadelphia with another miss.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another.
Good! Another from three.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. There's the three. And again for three.
He is unstoppable. Completely dialed in from distance.
What an historic night shooting the ball. He now stands by himself for third place in most threes in a game.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Pass to Drummond. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Drummond's got his first bucket in this one. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Back to Lowry. Drummond passes to George. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Reeves. And here is Vanderbilt. Reeves with a screen on George. Launches it. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. The 76ers have gotten only 2 of 8 field goals to go in the second. And Lowry puts up a deep three. Kicks it to George. Takes the three. Knocks down the triple. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Good! Another from three.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
The three is up. And again for three.
And he's topped his own personal best, a new second-place mark for most single-game triples. He is never shy when it comes time to launch.
Not at all. Casting away and making a little history in the process. What a privilege to be here to witness this. He's as good as it gets from long distance. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia. And this matchup with Los Angeles, their first meeting of the season.
Yes, surprised to split the season series last year. These guys have confidence in themselves against anyone they face.
There was a good back and forth between these teams last year. You'd expect it to be a mismatch on paper, but it turned out to be pretty even.
Punching it inside, attacking the heart of that defense. I love it.
Puts up a three. Drains the triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And it's Lowry with the ball for Philadelphia. Pass to George. Outside Oubre. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
From deep three-point range. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Always ready to put the team first. Reeves wants the ball in the hands of the most ready scorer.
Lowry, the pass to George. Off target from three-point range. George has gone 4 of 11 tonight. Here's the three. And And it's good. He hits another one.
That puts him even for third on the single-game scoring list. Simply amazing.
Man, I'm at a loss for words. His has been one of the greatest offensive games we'll ever see.
In the mold of Shaq, Joel Embiid is physically just overwhelming. Plus, he's got some touch and skill.
One shot. One shot.
You got it out. You got it out. Put your pitch down there. I got shoot it.
And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a...
Another one falls! Amazing!
That score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring.
Well, you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished. Here's Grimes. He's got 12. Just 5 on the clock. Lets a 3 fly. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
The big man with the big response. Embiid matching the triple.
This one for 3. And yes, another basket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Lowry outside. Pass to McCain. Now here's Embiid. Rebound by the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got 7 rebounds in the game. The 3 ball. And again.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Pass to McCain. To the right side. Outside Oubre. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Oh, another one falls.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Lowry left side. Pass to McCain to stop the run. James with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds now.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't gold, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
He made the only... free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. The free throw drops for Embiid. And good on the second, so he makes them both. It could go. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. And they're up an insane amount going in. To the break, and they've been shooting the lights out from the... Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Where's the perimeter D? I see no sense of urgency, and those boys are getting scorched.
Big fella, you. And now let's see what the NBA Power... Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. They've got Joel Embiid. George out there with Kyle Lowry. And it's Yabusele in at the 4. Pass to James. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. And another one! Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. George outside. Now Embiid. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. With an MVP trophy under his belt, Joel Embiid has only become more dominant, RJ.
I think that 2023 MVP increased his confidence. It allowed him to feel like he really was the best player in the world. And I think it motivated him to keep pushing himself. And the results speak for themselves because the staff... They back that up.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Great look, but off the mark. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's Grimes. He's got 15. George outside. 4-3. That shot off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Joel Embiid pulls it down.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Lowry, the pass to Grimes. Philadelphia with another miss.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Here's Vanderbilt. Just 4 to shoot. Another shot. And he takes it up and lays it in.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Lowry, the pass to Embiid. Here's Yabusele. No points yet. Here's Grimes. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. The three hits a three-pointer.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Pass to Grimes. Back to Lowry. Embiid with it. He's defended by Hayes. Embiid can't hit.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter.
Launches it. And got it. Another basket.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And there's a pick. Yabusele. He drops it from range.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Lowry outside. Pass to Grimes. Here's the three. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Lowry's got 5 assists in the game.
And that's how you orchestrate the offense. Lowry showing the vision and the unselfishness.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
To the paint. Yabusele. The bank shot, no good. The Lakers have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Hits yet again. Wow!
Well, folks, he's now bested his own single-game record for points in a game with this simply incredible offensive explosion we watched unfold. Congrats to him for now holding down 2 of the top 3 spots all time.
And we get paid to sit here and watch this excellence? What a special experience indeed. The emotion, the effort, the intensity throughout this game has been remarkable to witness. And everyone in this building recognizes the brilliant piece of basketball history that we've been lucky enough to watch. And the jam by George.
I like when Paul looks to score inside because he's more than capable of dunking it through.
Gets the three to fall.
He found his groove right away and hasn't let up. It's not surprising that he's leading the way on offense.
Lowry outside. Pass to Embiid. Back to Lowry. To the middle. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Now the Lakers moving it up. From downtown. Again! What an avalanche!
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. And here's Embiid. Checked by James. George. For three, rebounded by the Lakers. Hayes has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Lets a three fly. And Los Angeles another three.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Yabusele. Here's Grimes. Give him 20 to the inside. George for three. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Lowry's got assist number 7 tonight. For three, James. And the three-pointer goes. James has got 5.
Once the last 3 went in, I looked at LBJ and I was like, yo, I think he's going to try and respond.
Pass to Grimes. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Jacks up a 3. Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Here's Yabusele from the arc. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes is 1:57 left in the third quarter. Connects from downtown.
We've been watching him. Whole court out of the arc. Just an unforgettable performance tonight.
Yabusele. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 9 points in the game.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
Takes a 3. And again for 3.
Oh my, he is scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Now here's Lowry. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Grimes. Here's Embiid. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
And there's a reason why Embiid is the focal point of their offense, because he drains shots in bunches.
The quick look, no good that time. Well, the 76ers shooting 40% so far in this one. Lowry left side. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. Vanderbilt's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Three-pointer. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Now Lowry over to the left wing. Pass to Embiid. Kicks it to George. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Three-pointer. Good! Another from 3.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. A night we'll never forget.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
You aren't exaggerating. You don't get to 20 rebounds without having a special talent for grabbing misses.
And so it's Los Angeles, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back after this word. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Hayes. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Poke loose. Stolen by Vanderbilt. Lowry with a steal. Here's McCain to the middle. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
And Richard, with the new CBA in place, the middle class is starting to strengthen in the league.
And I think that's the big thing. You don't want minimum players and max players. There is a big gap between those two styles of play. There are so many players that fit in between. There's all-stars. There's young players that deserve a larger portion of the money.
Lowry, the pass to Oubre. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. Drummond to screen on Reeves. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Oubre gets it to go.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
And again for 3.
Oh, hot as a tea kettle. He is just firing away, and he has set a new record for the most triples ever in an NBA game.
Breaking his own record. We knew his reputation and the kind of shooting display he can put on. He's taken it to another level, though. Philadelphia calls timeout. For Philadelphia, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Final quarter of play, about a minute. The half off the clock. Pass to Grimes. Misses the 3.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
The 3 is up. And good! There's another!
And he's nearing the single-game franchise scoring record.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history. Lowry, the pass to Oubre. Some solid defense from Hayes. The Lakers have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. The 3. And Los Angeles, another 3.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
Pass to McCain. Back to Lowry. They need this. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. A deep 3. And McCain pulls it down. Philadelphia has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. Lowry's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Good. He hits again.
Can you believe it? He's done the unthinkable and tied the record for most points.
What an incredible effort. Complete scoring dominance. They set the pick. Pass to McCain. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older.
Yet another bucket.
It's one for the history books. Again, he has set the record for the most points ever in a single game.
Unparalleled scoring capability. We've seen it time and time again. There's really nothing he can't do on a basketball court when he sets his mind to it. From outside the arc, another bucket. Wow!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Pass to Grimes. Outside Oubre. Drummond with the screen. Puts up a three. Oubre, that one's good. Oubre's got 6 here in the quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Drops in the 3.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight, and with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Lowry outside. Pass to Oubre. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist.
Showing more patience this half. His shot selection has improved, and his field goal percentage is rising.
Launches it from deep. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Reeves against Lowry. Oubre, a screen on Reeves. Lowry, the pass to Oubre. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
He buries it from 3. Oh, yeah. Grimes has got 23.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's are going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Here's McCain. Drummond with the screen. Lowry outside. Takes the 3. The Lakers with a rebound. James has got 5 rebounds tonight. The 3 is up. Good! That's another bucket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Drummond up top. Back to Lowry. Pass to Grimes. And that comes off the assist by Lowry. Grimes has got 6 in the quarter.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3. As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Inside, Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Fires for 3. And Los Angeles, another 3.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Lowry, the pass to Oubre. From deep. And the 76ers, another 3.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
This one for 3. Fires in the triple.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Back to Drummond. Oh, and the dunk by Drummond!
showing off some mobility there. When Drummond rolls like this, he's hard to stop in pick and rolls.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes. Facing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. Let me credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
It's Hayes with the rebound. And here are the Lakers. Launches a three. Sends it home from three-point land.
Every time this man gets an assist, it feels like every other night he just moves up the all-time leaderboard.
Reeves against George. There's the three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too. It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Lakers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
Lowry outside.
Hey, Embiid.
Well, Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A., and the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Fires from deep. And another three for the Lakers.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
From behind the arc. No good there. Now Los Angeles with it. The three ball. He got it again. Sensational. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
B.A., it feels like he can't miss.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Beyond the arc. Here's Embiid. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
Love the activity from Embiid. Just doing whatever he can to keep plays alive. Getting rewarded for it there.
For three. Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Luka, you played well tonight, and your team got the win. Those two usually go together, but what else made the difference?
Yeah, I think we had a great game. I think it was a great game today. We step up together, play good defense.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian.
I put it on your head, keep it up. 30,000 ones, 30 on me. Go around and make it. Keep on acting like you have emotion. You just in a way. Ain't never too far from this. I'm just a flight away. I seen trip and fall. I tie up they shoelaces. Young fly lip. Got rich on suitcases. Ain't slept since. It seems like 5 days since. Every time I hold up my wrist, it's a new face. I shouldn't have got a whip for her. She came to my convention. She texting these. She give me a commission. Only time he could get at me is my mentions. Buy for it, get it tailored, I know her dimension. She's so in love with CC, it's all over her wish list. They took her to the back room, I let her get the bit. For envy, don't put them in your business. I let you go for whatever you want and she ain't get. I'm 800 and on chrome jean, camo shorts and a long sleeve. I'll be gone for a month or two, I'm knocking off this money. I gotta keep some racks inside my reach, get lonely. You know what I mean? Bro taught us get our own. My on my armpit, I'm turning up like I don't got my own. Cut off on an island, both our phones on silent. Like what you heard about me, you gotta come and try this, baby. These handshakes getting weirder and weirder. Look at every man eye to eye, I don't fear them. These little that worship them. I ain't by my other person in a minute. I ain't take a.
You know, Brent, some players tend to start the season fast.
Here we go.
And others start it slow. Which camp did you fall in?
Well, I appreciate the question, Kevin. I just personally wanted to come into the season ramped up and ready to go, in great shape, and just setting a tone for the year. That not only does it for me, but I think it does something for your teammates. But there's another side to this. The seasoning of a player is also important. A guy 10 years into the league, they're going to work themselves into a lather, and given the level of contribution that they make to the team, they'll be ready when the moments are biggest.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Emmanuel quickly out there with Grady Dick. And it's Pirtle in at center. And after years of rumors around OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam, the Raptors dealt them both.
Well, I like what they got back, Kevin. At some point, you got to cut the cord, and they did that. They brought back kind of the hometown hero in R.J. Barrett, along with a few picks, which gives them some flexibility. So it was a time for a new direction in Toronto, and trying to add to that exciting young core is priority one.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Pirtle after the basket by Los Angeles. Barnes screen on LeBron. Barrett the pass to Dick. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
Here's quickly, following the three by the Lakers. Pass to Pirtle. Quickly looking it over. To the paint, here's Barnes, and he uses the glass on the layup. Barnes has got his second basket of the game.
There's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
And he banks in the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And Toronto has possession after the basket by the Lakers. Quickly kicks to Barnes. Here's Barrett. No good off the front iron.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the deep.
And the three off target. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. 2024, Brent, was a momentous year for Scotty Barnes. His first All-Star appearance.
Well, Kevin, an amazing accomplishment for such a young player, but it feels like we're just scratching the surface. There's been so much exploratory with Scotty Barnes. What I'm interested in the maturation process is when Scotty makes winning the most important thing. He's pushing his teammates and taking on responsibility. That's when he's going to cross over into superstardom.
Right now, I send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Let's see the stat sheet here for LeBron James. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, quickly can space out that floor for you. Knockdown three-point shooter.
Fires for three. Sinks the triple. He's got 15.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Pass to Barrett.
I got your help.
Dick with it. 1:21 left in the first quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you never want to foul a jump shooter. Dick certainly qualifies as one.
Toronto shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
The first one falls, and Toronto making a change here. And both free throws good for Dick.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And the three ball is good.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Pass to Boucher. Now Dick from past the arc. And James pulls it down. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at Los Angeles. A terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know.
And you know, for Los Angeles, they had pressure on them coming into the season. A lot of people were picking them to have a special year, and they haven't shied away from that pressure. They've embraced it.
I think every great team welcomes the challenge of trying to be elite, and they want to do it on a nightly basis.
Here's Shed after the basket by the Lakers. Here's Barrett, and the shot goes in.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
23 seconds left in the first. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Now Barnes. His last outing with 20 points. Boucher with a screen on Vanderbilt.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Lakers. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it.
Hammering it in!
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Boucher passes to Abaji. LeBron with some nice D.
Well, he's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Clock is at 3. Here's Barnes. He takes it in. Basket good. Barnes has got 9.
Boy, talk about going north to south. Scotty Barnes is explosive.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. The Lakers, number 1.
And this team has been completely dominant. Fewest points per game allowed in the league. These guys are talented. They trust each other. They work together. And you just won't find better coaching on the defensive end of the floor.
And the first one drops. And so he hits both.
Well, a big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions.
Timeout, timeout.
Keep your big guys on the floor.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
And a moment here to look at some of the stats for LeBron James. And such a great distributor and decision maker, among the top 10 in assists per game.
And back to your point, he's second in three-point accuracy. A lot of that has to do with mental toughness. It's just hard to force him out of his comfort zone. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Shed, and the rejection by James.
What a denial. LeBron attacking that shot with pinpoint accuracy.
Lets the 3 fly, buries the long-range jumper. He has 35.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pass to Boucher. Here's Abaji. Back to Boucher to end the run. And James pulls it down.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And while we've got him, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdul-Rahim says, with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees. So the experiment was a success.
A huge success, DA. Thank you. Hurdle finds Boucher. On the wing quickly. His last outing, he had 18 points. And so the ball's out of bounds. Vanderbilt touched it last.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Steps back and fires. And it's quickly missing.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Frustration seems to be mounting here, and you can see not just in their faces, but right now in their quick and hurried shot selection.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
I got yours. I got yours.
And here's Boucher.
Who got ball?
Still yet to score. Trying to end the drought. And Emmanuel quickly gets the 3.
Quickly, competitive, and responds with a 3 of his own.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
Who's got Emmanuel?
Pass to Dick.
Screen coming.
Launches it. And James pulls it down.
And offensively, they've gotten stuck on the perimeter, falling in love with the jumper.
Three-pointer. Connects again from distance.
And now, for this franchise, he's hit the most threes in a single season.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. Tries the spin move. Here's Quickly.
That's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
You know, whether he's coming off the bench or Brent starting, Emmanuel Quickly can score.
IQ is something else. I mean, he finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting in one season. He's capable of putting up 30 as a starter or as a reserve. But it's a unique perspective to sit on that bench, watch the flow of the game, and come in and be impactful. IQ does that. You get Quickly out there, and he's a bit of a rascal, right? Offensively, he can score inside, he scores outside. He just causes some problems out there.
For 3. And good. He hits it again.
And it's another 50-point night for him. He's had a bunch of them in his career.
And on the NBA all-time list of 50-point games, he's almost in the top 5.
In the top 5, how about Wilt, MJ, Kobe, Harden, and Elgin Baylor? That is a pretty exclusive club. And, boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And I like the back and forth. Fourth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Lakers ahead, just dominating this one. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
Checking out Los Angeles. This team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things, and I got to say they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I gotta say, they are. And getting back to our current contest, very impressive first half performance for the Los Angeles Lakers. Thanks for joining us.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has. To happen quickly. So for Toronto right now, Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Dick is out there with Emmanuel quickly, and it's Barrett at the 3 spot.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Well, inside, Barnes knows he has to fully commit. You don't finish against contact by going in there with half the effort.
Launches a 3. Good, another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Now, here's quickly. Defense is right there. Here's Dick. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Showing some strength on that finish. Dick is solid at converting there through contact.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. LeBron. Reeves outside. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half. Now, he's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
And again for 3.
And that last 3 now ties him for the franchise record for most in a season. You know he's looking for that next one.
You talk about being locked in all year long. Next one sets the franchise record. What a season it's been for him. Connects again from... distance.
And he shattered the franchise single-season high for three-pointers made.
Getting them up and connecting with high volume. He's been a flamethrower all season long. Barrett kicks to Barnes. Buries it from three-point range. Barnes has got 9 points here in the second half.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second three of the game. 1 in each half.
The three-pointer is right on target.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Pass to Barrett. Barnes outside, beyond the arc. Reeves with the rebound. The Lakers have gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Quickly the pass to Dick. To the middle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Dick's got 5 points in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Wasted no time on that one.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
For Jakob Poeltl, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. And I'd say, Brent, they did a good job.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents, members of the Austrian national volleyball teams, and building some...
Another from 3.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in.
It's been a historic night for him, closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game. Barnes outside. And the dunk by Barnes.
A little bit of showtime there from Scotty B.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Connects again from distance.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. No coverage that time. Barrett's got 5.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage.
And again for 3.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. Clock at 6. Left block shot on the way. That one wide left. Jacks up a 3. Good! Another from 3.
It has been raining threes for him tonight. Alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting. And so it's Los Angeles, going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
You know, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Toronto's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Outside, the wings are Reeves and James. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Hayes. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Get this board, fellas. Get this board. Just bring back on me.
First one falls for him. That one misses. Here's the three. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Boucher. Here's Abaji. Jams it with authority.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Reeves with it. Fires from deep. Connects again from distance.
He just continues to rein it in from downtown. Hits another one from deep.
Greg, the way he's shooting, he has a good chance to join some elite names on the list of the most threes in a game. Pass to Walter. Here's Abaji. And there are the Raptors with another bucket. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Goes up at the stripe. Boucher with the rebound. The Raptor shooting is beautiful right now. 60%. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it.
In the one hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that high defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Lets it go from deep. And again for three.
And guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc, and the shot goes in. The Lakers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Lets it go with a three. Good, another from three.
He is unstoppable here. Hits again from beyond the arc.
What a historic night for him. Shooting the ball, he now stands, GA, by himself for third place in most threes all time. And that one's good, Abaji.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
From the arc. And good, there's another.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. Here's Shed, and there's the call on James. That's his first foul. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
From deep, another bucket. Wow!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a rally win for the Lakers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
A 2-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep.
Dick, that's good.
Oh, good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
For the 3, hits it again. Wow! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Now here is Pirtle. Onside Barrett. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
The consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Quickly the pass to Dick. Over Reeves. Now, here's Quickly. Tight defense on him. Pass to Barnes. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. The 3 connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that 3-point shot.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. LeBron.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.